Hi everybody, it's me, Myra, at Down Home Money, a simple approach to financial freedom. It's Tuesday. It's my day. Great to be with you today. So today, I'm going to share with you 3 money-changing hacks or behaviors that if you change these, or if you just look at where you're at to see how you can save money, then these 3 things, if you will get really purposeful and frugal on these, you can have financial freedom. Okay, so I love this shirt. I ordered this shirt because I love what it says. You can do anything when you stop trying to do everything. You guys know what that's like, right? I feel like that, how my life used to be. I was always trying to do a million things and I really wasn't good at anything. And what I found is when I got really purposeful with what I wanted out of life, and I started doing the 80-20 principle, we all know, if you'll figure out what you really enjoy and spend 80% of your time on that, then you will get massive results. So I'm just here to share with you, we need to get purposeful. Financial freedom is our goal. That's what Down Home Money's all about. So if you haven't subscribed to join our community, hit that button and subscribe. Join our community. We are a frugal bunch of people who are looking for debt-free living. We want to retire early and we want to have our money making us more money. Our goals are to have freedom of time because time's finite and money's infinite. We can always make more money, but we can't make more time. And what happens is a lot of us work ourselves to death and then we get to retirement years and we're not going to have enough money to retire. And so this Down Home Money platform is a community who shares with how you can get your money making you more money, because we have figured it out. It's not how much money you make. It is how much money you keep and what you do with it. And that's what we're about. So today's video, I want to share with you 3 hacks, 3 money-saving hacks that you can do right now where you are and change the trajectory of your future. You know, there's a saying that says, where you are today is a result of what you did 5 to 10 years ago. And where you're going to be in 5 to 10 years is a result of what you do today. And I want to help you get the result you're looking for. So we got to get purposeful. You know, one thing about financial freedom is you have to be purposeful. And it's not easy. It's simple. Saving money and saying no, because you're in control every day on your spending. I mean, you make a choice when you spend or you don't spend. Is this a want or is this a need? You're making a choice when you spend your money every day. So should I choose the name brand or can I buy generic? That's a choice. But there's a big savings difference and you're keeping more money in your pocket. Consumerism is my number 1 thing that I will tell you, it's number 1 on this money hack. You cannot get caught up in consumerism. I mean, there's so many ads on the TV and everything's going to make you happier, skinnier, better. I mean, it's amazing what all's on TV, right? I mean, if I can watch ads, I can become skinny, I can become rich, and I can become smart overnight if I order everything they're telling me on the TV. And y'all know what I'm talking about. The same thing for the internet, right? So what I've learned is I cannot get caught up in consumerism. And that is a huge, if you get the mindset of I will not get caught up on consumerism and you get caught up on being a money-saving king or queen, your life will change. I'm telling you, once you get frugal and you decide, I am going to have, maybe it's you want to retire in 10 years. Maybe it's you want to retire in 20 years. But you have to start today to get what you want. It is a known fact. And with compounding, if you are in your 20s and 30s, it's crucial. If you start today and you just do a monthly saving habit, that one change, if you make that one change and you're doing it every month, you will be set for life because of compounding. Now, if you don't do it and you're now in your 40s and 50s, we got to get serious. And we've got to start really hunkering down and getting frugal and saving our money. The future is bright, you guys. It doesn't matter where you are right now in your life. And I know we've been through a lot with COVID and all the things that have been going on. But I'm going to tell you that it's been a great time to save money because we're not going anywhere, right? A lot of us are staying home. We're trying to be cautious. Whether somebody in your home may have health issues and it's just really important, and that's my case. So I've just really buckled down. And the crazy thing is I'm saving money like crazy. And we're eating at home, and that is a whole new behavior for us because we used to eat every meal out. And I can't get over how much money we're saving. And I was one of those that said, you know what, there's just two of us. By the time I prep and prepare meals, it was costing me more. But you know what I found? It really wasn't. It was costing me less. It's costing me less now. It was costing me actually more to eat out every day, one meal. And now with eating at home, I have figured out great ways and great meals that are really reasonably priced. And we feel better, and I'm getting better nutrition, and I just, wow, I'm sold. So, I even have the burn mark to prove that I'm cooking at home. I was making spaghetti, and I was pouring out in the spaghetti into the colander, and I hit the pan. So, see, that's a novice. I'm a novice in the kitchen. I just learned to cook this year, so it's hilarious. It didn't feel very good, though, I will say. But I just want to share some things with you that can make a difference for you and your family. And the first thing is just don't get caught up in what the Joneses are doing and consumerism. And I know, the next one is a big one, and it is evaluate your car situation. Because here's a fact. And I want to make sure I tell you the right number. Y'all know I get my little book out because I do all this research for y'all. Cars. The thing about cars is that the average spent on cars in 2019 was $35,000. Cars have gotten so expensive. And if you have two of those sitting in your driveway and you're working from home now and you're not really using them, you're paying insurance. That gets expensive with the insurance and the car payment. So you might decide to get rid of one of your vehicles. Imagine what that would save you a month if you got rid of a vehicle and you didn't have to pay insurance on it. So I want you to really look at that and evaluate your car situation, because remember, your biggest expenses are housing, transportation, your food, of course, and your health insurance. Those are usually the four biggest expenses. And so if we can look at those and work on getting our expenses down, great things can happen for your family as far as their savings and for the future for your financial freedom goal. So, number one, let's don't get caught up on consumerism. Number two, let's reevaluate our situation with our vehicle. Now, let's say you're in a vehicle that you really can't afford, and you're making $400 or $500 car payments, and you can't afford it, and now it's sitting in the drive because you're driving it once every couple days. You need to really evaluate, should you sell that car and go buy you a used car? You really need to figure this out. And I know, a car, people think that's a symbol of success. Okay, my car is like 5 years old. And I don't feel like cars are symbols of success. When I see people in fancy cars, most of the time I'm thinking, whoo, they like spending money on vehicles. That's what I'm thinking. I'll just be honest with you. I don't drive my money. I don't live in my money. I don't wear my money. And my money is making me money, so I don't have to work. I have a choice if I want to work or not. That's what I choose, and that's what financial freedom is about. So in this situation, you kind of need to decide, do you need that $400 or $500 car payment? If you could go buy you a $3,000-$4,000 car that'll get you from point A to point B, because that's really what a car does. Now later on, when you have plenty of money and you get your debt under control, okay. But right now, if you are working towards financial freedom and becoming debt-free, that car is really holding you back. So remember that. Now let's talk housing, because you all know I'm in the housing business, and I watch people all the time buy way more house than they can afford. And it really bothers me. I mean, I have those conversations with people. I'm more trying to talk people out of buying houses, because here's the deal. Right now, interest rates are so low. The market is really high, though. You're going to pay a lot for that house right now. So in 6 months from now, we don't know what's going to happen with forbearance and all the things in our economy. So houses, we're really feeling like the housing market could start taking a decline. Right now, it's at its peak. So if you're buying a house right now, you're paying top dollar. You might want to wait. If you are in a house that you cannot afford or is too big for your family, maybe the kids have gone away to school now and you and your husband are empty nesters, it's time to sell that house, you guys. Now's the time to make the most money you can make. Maybe move into a rental. Maybe if you're going to downsize, move into a smaller house, buy a smaller house. But it's time. If you've got more house than you can afford, you need to get out of it. And people don't, when they're buying a house, I always talk to people about electric bills and all the things that come with owning a house. Taxes, insurance, electric bills. They think, oh, my house payment is only this. Well, there's a lot more than just a house payment. Remember, you got to add taxes. You got to have insurance. You've got to add all the utilities to go with that house. And so right now, it's important. Those are the 3 items that 3 great money-saving hacks are to evaluate where you are right now. Are you caught up in consumerism? Do you have tags still in your closet on those clothes? I'm sharing with you because I've been guilty of all this. So I laugh because I won't forget when I was in my 20s, I felt like, in my early 20s, especially before I really started getting focused on financial freedom, I felt like I kept up with the Joneses, the Kardashians, who you keep up with now, but we used to keep up with the Joneses. And I just want you to realize that you don't have to do that. People don't care. Nobody cares. Just because you can wear Gucci, but you know what? You can't afford peanut butter and jelly. How good is Gucci when you don't have any food in your house, but you're looking good? I'm sorry. We got to get focused on what really matters. And what really matters is that you are able to work because you want to work, not because you have to work, and that your family has shelter, and you have a car, and you have food on the table, and you have money saved to take you through your financial freedom. So you have freedom, right? You need to have money saved so that you will not feel desperate to work at a job that you don't like, that you can't stand to go to every day, and you're miserable. Because here's what happens. When you're not happy, you're bringing that home to your kids. And that's not fair. So we're raising kids that are not happy, right? Because when they see mom and dad, they emulate us. And so they see mom and dad aren't happy because you're tired, you're coming home. And guess who gets the worst of you? You go to work and you give them your best, and then you come home and your family gets the worst because you're tired and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? So let's make the changes. Today's a new day. You got this. Let's make the changes. You can do anything when you stop trying to do everything. Let's get purposeful. Let's go after financial freedom. Let me help you. Be sure and hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Watch our videos. I'm going to put some up here. Financial freedom, the 3 steps to get you started. Let's get started. Let's build a life worth living. And it's not about how much stuff you have. Trust me, when you ask people about happiness, they will all say that they have the happiest times are when they're with their family and their friends. Has nothing to do with stuff. All right, I'll see you guys later. See you next Tuesday. Don't forget to thumbs up and hit subscribe. See you soon.